Recording in progress.
Okay, so very excited. We're going to be talking about personal style today. We're just going to give it a couple more minutes for people to hop on, but we're going to be talking about loving the clothes that you wear, like loving what you wear and making them feel like you. So excited to talk about that with you guys. I'm going to pause for a minute while we wait for other people to join us.
Recording in progress.
Hello, happy Wednesday. I will just admit other people as they hop on, but I wanted to get started and honor your time since you guys are here on time. We're going to be talking about, I had some really good comments here. I just want to run through them really quickly as far as takeaways. If you don't love something as much as something that you just bought, it needs to stay at the store. Yes, 100 times yes. Set the bar and set it high in your wardrobe. Set the bar and set it high in your wardrobe. So if there is something that you love, you want to figure out what it is about that item that makes it work so well for you. And then you want more of that. And you want to use that as the new gold standard for anything else entering your wardrobe. Unless you're naked and you need clothes to cover your body, you don't need to be buying more stuff. That's okay. How many of you feel like you have enough okay stuff in your closet already? Yeah. Sarah's like, yeah. Like a lot of people feel you have a lot of hats. A lot of people feel like they just have a wardrobe full of okay things. And the way that we're going to change that is with every purchase that we make. It's with every purchase that we make. Every purchase that we make needs to be intentional and needs to be better at the same level as or better than the best things in our closet. That's how you are intentional about your wardrobe and how you don't end up with a closet full of compromises. I don't want you to have a closet full of compromises. Sadly, part of life is having to compromise on a lot of things, right? One thing that you do not and should not have to compromise on is your style. Because there is something out there for every budget and every body and every personal style. So that's a great takeaway. So everything that comes into your closet, again, you guys, the legalese, the fine print, when you join this challenge, this Closet Confidence series, is that you're pledging that everything in your closet from here on out, everything that comes into your wardrobe, anything new that you buy is at least as amazing as the best thing that you currently have in your closet. Like set the bar high, set the bar high. We don't have room for mediocrity. We already have a lot of, everybody already has a lot of clutter in their closets. Why are we going to add to the clutter? Why are we going to add to the confusion? Why are we going to add to the chaos that can happen when you've got an overcrowded closet and not a lot to wear, right? Good to see you guys. If you're able to turn on your camera, I just love seeing your beautiful faces. This is the most gorgeous group. I just want to see you guys. Okay. What other takeaways? You discovered you really need more basics, Judy. Marge noticed that she has a lot of hats. Okay, so if you have takeaways that you want to share the takeaways in the chat. What you've gotten out of the session so far. Can't figure your camera out, Cindi. I'm sorry. I hate technology. Technology is one of the things I cannot help you with, unfortunately. I can help with clothes, but technology, it's not. I was listening to how this generation, it's like the alpha generation or whatever, the youngest kids, they're the ones that technology is their native tongue, right? And it's not our native tongue. It's just not. Like we all had to come by it a little bit later. And some of us never get it completely. I am always going to be asking the members of my family for help with that. Most of your clothes don't fit, Valerie. Okay, so my guidance about the clothes that fit are the clothes that should be in your current wardrobe. However you section them off, it needs to be clear to you. These are the clothes that I'm working with right now. Scared to press anything in case you lose me. Okay, I totally get that. I'm sorry, Cindi. Oh, that's so annoying not be able to figure out the camera. You can share, Jillian, if you want to share your takeaways in the group afterwards, if you're afraid to like disconnect from the call. Totally, we all get that. Totally get it 100%. Just share in the group afterwards. Okay, so I want to talk today about love. Love, 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 love. And not romantic love, although that's a lovely topic. You're loving creating your own lookbook to refer to. Yes, yes. Thinking about things more before you buy them. You struggle with the camera every time. Yeah, yeah. I 100% get that. I'm truly, the only reason I'm on camera is because my husband set it up for me, full disclosure. And every single time I'm like, can you please set up the camera for me? He's like, it's the exact same thing. I'm like, just set up the camera for me, please, because I don't want to mess it up. So I get that. I totally get that. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're talking about love, and we're talking about what you love, and what you love to look like, what you love to wear, because personal style is really just what you love. People complicate it. And I'm going to do another video. You know, I'm debunking all the style myths. I'm going to do another video on debunking personal style, because I think that many of us were brought up saying, well, I'm preppy, or I'm boho, or I'm classic, or I'm edgy. And then when we find ourselves drawn to something that doesn't fit that category, it throws us off. We're like, but wait. I thought I was boho, but look at me liking the studded leather jacket. Or I thought I was edgy, and here I am liking something classic and being drawn to something different. We are multifaceted and interesting and eclectic women. We are not one-note people. In the same way that your body can't easily be put into a pear box or a rectangle box or an hourglass box, your style cannot always fit neatly into a boho box or a preppy box or a classic box. It doesn't always work that way. I've met, and I told you guys, I've worked with thousands of clients. I've met very few that are 100% one style. I have a friend who is so boho. She is the only person out of the thousands of women I've worked with who I can say is 100% boho. Every single thing she picks fits the boho mold. Like, she's the poster child for boho style, right? Most of us, the vast majority of us, have much more eclectic style than that. And that's fine. That's her style vision, and she stays true to it, and it makes it simple for her, right? The rest of us, it can be a little complicated. We can muddy the waters a little. If your style is eclectic, you might feel like, I don't know what my style is. I don't know what my style is anymore. Or I used to be classic, or I used to be corporate, or I used to be preppy, or I used to be feminine, and now I don't know, and I'm lost, and I have no idea what my style is. You took out the clothes you love, and you were very surprised how much was boho. Interesting, Jillian. Okay. So what we want to talk about is there is a difference between what you love to wear and what you love to look at. Right? How many of you have seen a style and you've been drawn to it, and you put it on and you feel like a phony? Yeah. You feel like, yeah, Patty's like, yes, yes. How many of you have put something on that you like, you see on somebody else and you think it looks really, really cute, and you're like, I'm going to try that. And you put it on and you're like, oh my goodness, just no, like it does not feel like me. That is the difference between clothes that we love to look at and clothes that we love to wear. I do this with houses all the time. I see really cool, sleek, modern houses, and I'm like, oh, I love that. I love that. That'd be so awesome. I live in an eclectic 100-year-old house. So just because I admire it doesn't mean that that's my style, right? So how do you find out what truly lights you up in terms of your style? It's going to take a little bit. This is a fun, what I hope is a fun process. You have too many options. Your body's not suited for this style completely, so you have to adjust by wearing more feminine things. Your taste is different than your body. Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really, really good question. I believe that there's a version of your style for every body and that you can make your style flattering. An example of this, does anybody else enjoy anthropology as much as I do? Yeah, I love anthropology. I love anthropology. Anthropology doesn't always love me. Sometimes the baggy, shapeless dresses really look like they should be on someone who's 5'11" and weighs 12 pounds. And that is not my description of my body. I am petite, and sometimes there's just a lot of fabric there for a petite person, right? So you can love something that doesn't love you back. However, there are elements of that style that I can take and make my own and make it work for my body and my size and my scale. So whatever your style is, there's a version of that that will work for your scale. Okay, so how do you figure out your style? Any suggestions? Has anyone done any personal style work? What are the things that you have done that have worked for you to figure out what you like and what you don't like? Okay, the first thing I'm going to tell you is to throw away the categories. Okay, I love that. 3 style words, trying on things helps you a lot. Perfect. So I want you to throw away the categories, and I want you to lean into what yes, if you feel good in it, Debbie, yes. What Leanne just said about the 3 style words. If I was talking about Valerie's style behind her back, and I was like talking to somebody, I'm like, Valerie's style is so this, and this, what would Valerie want me to say? How do you want people to see your style, and how do you want your style described? I want you to come up with 3 words that describe your style. These words, you know how we're talking about filters? We're talking about filters all week long. We talked about the filter of body type and color and flattery and all of those things. Those are the filters that determine what makes it into what make it into your closet, what doesn't make it into your closet, right? Those are filters that we use. But one of the most important filters is the love filter. And this is that just gut feeling when you love something. And it's not the only criteria for buying something, but it should be one of the criteria for buying something. If you are not excited about something when you first see it, if it doesn't make your heart skip a beat a little, if you don't feel like the person who designed that item knew you, then it might not be a personal style piece. Now, let me clarify. I'm going to mute. Let me clarify that the basic pieces, essential pieces in your wardrobe don't necessarily have to check all your personal style boxes. Those are basics, those are essentials. But what I'm talking about is when you're looking at something special, a dress or a blouse or anything with any kind of a statement element to it, anything with a personal style element to it, you want to look at how that item lights you up and how excited you get about that item. I'm going to give you an example. Who likes dessert? Does anybody like dessert? Okay, I like dessert, but I like specific desserts. And I'm not going to waste my calories on cake and cupcakes because I don't really like cake and cupcake. I like things like creme brulee. I like creamy cheesecake. I like creamy desserts. Yes, okay, I got some thumbs up. Why would I spend my sugar? Not that I'm counting my sugar. I wish I did. Wish I was that organized. But why would I put my my emphasis and eat something that it's like, okay, like I had a cupcake. I didn't really love it. I'm just gonna wait until that dessert that I'm like, oh my gosh, I know it's in the kitchen. It's calling my name, and I really want that one dessert, right? That's how you should feel about these pieces. If you're like, yeah, it's the only thing around, I guess I'll eat it. No. You want those personality pieces that enter your wardrobe to be pieces that you love. And we've got to hold ourselves to that standard. The women whose style you admire, who you look around and they look amazing, they are particular. They buy a lot less than many of you are buying. They buy a lot less, and they're buying pieces that are the best in their category. One of the things I noticed in Europe was how very few women had very basic shoes. Like everything had a little twist to it that made it a personal style piece. So a black flat that was not a basic black flat. Maybe it was a minimal black flat. Maybe it was a little textured and had a little boho quality to it. Maybe it was a little bit feminine and had a little bow. Like whatever that is, there was always something that made those pieces a little bit special. Like if you love chocolate, you want really good chocolate. Yeah. You don't want the stuff that's in the checkout line necessarily at the grocery store. Casual, classic, colorful. Perfect. Classic, colorful, soft to the touch. Okay. I like that you're using soft to the touch, but I would encourage you to pick another style word, because that's a comfort word, and we all want comfortable. None of us want scratchy fabrics, and some of us have more criteria in terms of comfort than others, or we have different criteria. And I want that to be a different category because I don't want you to lose a word. Classic, feminine, and elegant, beautiful. So those words are the velvet rope. They're the mean bouncers at the gate of your closet, at the door of your closet, that are preventing not cute things from coming into your closet, or not Julie things, not Debbie things, not Leanne things, like things that don't speak to you from entering your closet. So if you are not currently unclothed and naked, then you have clothes that you can put on your body, even if it means doing laundry a little bit more often than you would like. That means we have that very, very, very basic level checked of we have stuff that we can wear, right? Nothing from here on out. Again, I hate to be all legalese on you, but you guys did sign a contract before you came in that said that you're only buying things that you love from now on. Like, let's hold yourself to that standard. Do not talk yourself into things that are okay that you will never reach for. And especially not things that are okay that you will never reach for that are on sale. Because you're buying them because they're on sale. And I don't care if it's $10, $100, $1,000, and it's on sale. You still spent that money, and you will not get that value out of that item. A $20 item that you waste is still $20 flushed down the drain, right? Like, it's still $20 that you threw away. So hold yourself to that standard. French girl chic, modern, minimal. I love it, love it, love it. You want to know your words, and you want those words to be the barriers, the filters to new things getting into your closet. Now we're going to break down how this can look in your actual wardrobe. Say you've decided, I used to be boho. I'm just going to go as opposite and extreme as possible. I used to feel like I was boho, but now I'm preppy. Okay? Pretty opposite, right? How do you start dabbling in preppy clothes without going to the Ralph Lauren store and putting a second mortgage on your house and buying everything from Ralph Lauren? How do you do that? You do that by dabbling in some accessories that speak to your new personal style and giving yourself a chance to try on that style. You actually like the word modern. Okay, yeah, and polished is a really good word. Modern is a really good word. Modern is something truly, if modern is not one of your style words, make it the fourth style word. If you're feminine, it should be modern. If your style is boho, it should be modern. If your style is minimal, it should be modern. If your style is classic, it should definitely be modern. Like, you want modern, we should all have modern. Because we all want to look contemporary. We all want to look like we are on top of the trends that we're, that are out there, and that our wardrobe looks fresh. It doesn't have to look trendy. Just needs to look fresh. It needs to look modern. And that's why I use that word boho, eclectic, romantic, modern. Yes, Jillian, understood the assignment. Yes. So I love your words. And when your style is eclectic, you can often feel like you don't have a style because you're drawn to a lot of different things. And the key is, what are the things that you actually are reaching for and wearing? So the second level, after you come up with your style words, and so style words is going to be homework assignment number 1, feminine, sophisticated, sassy. Love it, Sophia, love it. I see all of that. I see all of that in you. The second assignment is, you know, those items that you pulled out that you were like, these are my favorites. These make me feel so happy. I love, 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 love these pieces. And if you don't have anything that you love, 100% you're going to get on a call with me. I'm going to put that in here right now. If you have nothing that you love, we're going to find you something that you love, because that's just unacceptable. Love is important. Love is important when it comes to style. Yeah, the word sophisticated that's a really good word. Okay. So that's a style session. You can book a style session with me. I do not bite, I promise. I just want to get on a call with you and help you figure out what you love, so you can do more of that in your style. Okay, so first thing, the style words. The second thing that you're gonna do, I know I throw a lot of homework out at you guys. Those words that you love, okay, you have very little that you love, Holly, we will work on that. The things that you do love, or if you find a couple of pictures of things that you love, if they're not coming to you from your closet, I want you to describe those things. What makes you reach for them? What is it about them that you love? Comfort is going to be a factor. Ease is going to be a factor. Versatility is going to be a factor. But what else? Am I just wearing this quince dress that I've worn 20 million times just because it's comfortable? Yes. No, I'm just joking. I'm wearing it because it's comfortable, it works for my lifestyle, and it checks a bunch of other boxes that I have in terms of personal style, right? So what are those other boxes? Not just comfortable, not just works for my normal days, but what else? What else about it draws you to that piece? Thank you, Leanne, right? It was a fun call. It's a fun time. It blesses my energy every time. I love that. Love that, Lynn. Love that. Perfect way to put it. I feel good in it and you think it looks good. Yes. Yes. You love it. It loves you back. You love it. It loves you back. Every single thing. Every single thing. If you're loving clothes that don't love you back, we need to talk. Again, there's my link. Put it again. Here we go. I'll just keep sharing it. There's my link. If you love clothes that don't love you back, that's a toxic clothing relationship. We have to break the cycle. Fit, comfort, love the color, like the color. Very, very good. Now, the clothes that you're reaching for over and over again, I want you to describe. So beyond that, Shannon, fit and comfort, I think are going to say, I think those are non-negotiables for all of us. What else do you like about the pieces besides the color? Color is very important to you. It's very important for you with your coloring. And you do beautiful, beautiful bold colors very well. But what else do you love about those items? I want you to keep a running list, because you're going to use that criteria for the future items that you buy. If you're looking at something uncomfortable with a bad color, you're going to be like, yeah, maybe I'm not going to buy that, right? Something that's interesting, simple, classic design. That's great, Sherry. So these are the words. So you've come up with 3 words that you want people to use to describe your style, and that you would use to describe your style. And then a couple of words that you would use to describe your favorite pieces, right? The clothes that you actually reach for and that you love to wear. Why do you grab some things and don't grab other things? Okay, third step. I know, again, lots of homework because I'm super bossy. See, mostly that they're comfortable. You still try to dress minimally, but you don't like how you look in the pieces you choose. They're not often feminine. Okay. So we'll work on that. Go with other things that you have different. Okay. That they're versatile. Perfect. They're different. The third thing I want you to ask yourself is, those pieces that you identify that you don't love and you never reach for and you don't like them and you don't know why you bought them and you think a different person actually snuck those into your closet. Those pieces. Why do you not reach for those pieces? What is keeping you from reaching for them? Not just comfort, not just it is too tight around my waist and I can't eat or breathe. That's important, but comfort is a given. Besides comfort, practicality, what are there other reasons that you're not reaching for that item? Are there other reasons? Do you put it on and you just don't feel like you in them? Do you put it on and just feel like something is off? What are those reasons for you? I want you to be really, yes.
I think sometimes it's like, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dylan.
Go ahead, Carolyn.
Oh, okay. I think it's sometimes it's appealing. And I feel like how do you style it then? Because it's maybe different than other things when it appeals to you and you think, okay, how am I going to put this together? Or that was great, but what shoes? Or, you know, that kind of thing.
I love that. So styling, some things I don't know what to wear with. That's exactly what Shannon is saying. So I love that. So I always tell you there's a learning curve of new clothes. There's a learning curve for new clothes. And if you've bought things into your closet right now that you're not reaching for because you don't know how to wear them, you didn't give yourself the gift of spending 10, 15, 20 minutes in your wardrobe, trying different combinations with that item and taking pictures till you find some combinations you like. If you feel like this is so out of the box for me that I need a whole new wardrobe just to make this one new outlier item work in my closet, that item might not be for you. If you're like, yes, I could wear this if I was the Queen of England and I had, 6 million different new shoes and I had a specific jacket that's $12,000 and I had, and I worked in an urban setting and I took an elevator every day because I can't wear the shoes on stairs because they're, like if you have all this long checklist, terms and conditions before you can wear that item is too much work for you. And I don't want you to have clothes that are a lot of work. If clothes are a lot of work, if they're fussy in that sense, we are not going to reach for them. Let's be honest. I think by the time you hit 40, you're like, I am over clothes that are a ton of work. I want to be able to put it on and have it be easy and stylish and comfortable. Nice for every day, but you still love them. Okay. Every day deserves those nice clothes. Every day deserves those nice clothes. I would start wearing those clothes every day. I would start wearing those clothes every day. There's never a day when we don't need to look and wear and feel cute and wear those nice clothes. So I would say start scheduling your nice clothes like you scheduled your Sunday clothes or your dinner clothes or your day clothes. Like put those clothes in your regular rotation. The worst thing that can possibly happen is that you ruin something and have to replace it. I would much rather have you ruin something and replace it than never wear it to begin with and donate it later with a tag still on it. Right? Like wear those nice clothes. Okay, now I'm going to give you, now we talked about, we talked about the three-step process, right? So we're coming up with the words of how people describe your, like if I'm talking about Julie's style behind her back, I know what words I would use for Julie's style. Like you want to know what people would use to describe your style. Oh, Lynn always looks X, right? Then you want to describe the pieces in your wardrobe that you reach for all the time using style words, not comfort words, not practicality words, but style words. Then you want to describe the things that you're not reaching for in your wardrobe using style words. Why are you not reaching for those pieces? What is keeping you from reaching for those pieces? Okay, yeah. So once you know, I don't wear wrap dresses because I find them fiddly. Then you don't buy wrap dresses. I want you to start, okay? What I like and what I don't like list. Love and don't love list. You can take a piece of paper, you can make a line down the middle, and on one side you put all the things you love, and the other side put all the things you don't love. Often we can go into a store and we can get caught up in the aesthetic of the store. Oh my goodness, everything here is so cute. I'm just going to move into the store with everything in the same color palette and everything's beautiful and it smells good and they're burning a candle and there's nice music and I'm hanging out with my friends. And now I've decided I'm only wearing clothes from this store from now on and I want my entire wardrobe to be in this color palette. So you buy a couple of things and you bring them home and you're like, what happened? Well, you weren't paying attention to your list of things that you actually reach for, things that you actually love. And you bought something that you got, you let your emotions carry you away and you bought a wrap dress and you hate wrap dresses. Or you bought pleated shorts and you hate pleated shorts. Insert your item here, right? Happened to all of us. If you got that list, love, don't love, and you hold yourself to that list, you're not going to find those items creeping into your closet nearly as much. If you need support around that, and you want me to bully you into taking something back to the store, I will do that. I will do that. You share this item and you say, I don't like this item for X reason, and I will just message you and say, take it back, take it back, take it back. You don't want it sitting there reminding you of the mistake that you made. Take it back to the store, get your money back so that you can put that money into something that you're going to wear and love. Okay, we can talk about that, Marge, for sure. Sometimes you have to try an item to know if you don't. Yeah. Okay, so that's perfect. You are definitely going to take items for a test drive, but those are the items that you're still trying. You haven't decided yet whether they're in the amazing category or the not amazing category. So yeah, we're going to be trying things, especially when we're exploring our style, but you want them to check your style boxes. Then the other things, like, am I going to reach for them because they're comfortable and they fit, and all the other things, that's going to be something that is going to be a part of the trial process. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to talk about, can you guys see? Can you see my screen, you guys? Okay. Yeah? Okay, perfect. So, we talked yesterday about, I'm sharing some shortcuts to style. Today, we're going to talk about, we talked about pulling out the essentials, which are the solid, neutral, and versatile pieces in your wardrobe, right? These are the basic pieces in your wardrobe. The most basic pieces in your wardrobe, these are going to be the pieces that are the easiest to work into a variety of outfits, right? What makes an essential essential? It's very simple. They're solid and they're neutral and they're versatile. If you are now in the process of exploring your style, I want you to consider starting with a base outfit. And I want you to put in the chat what your base outfit is going to be. A base outfit is an outfit composed of solid neutral pieces that you can do all sorts of fun things with accessories to take it in one direction or another. So your base outfit could be a dark neutral top and a dark neutral pants, a pair of dark neutral pants, and then you can do all sorts of different things with accessories to that base outfit. So comment in the comments and let me know what your base outfit is going to be. You find basics boring. Most of us find basics boring, and we can talk about better than basics and elevated basics, but okay, yes, the PowerPoint will be available for sure. So your basics don't have to be boring. They just have to be neutral and they have to be solid. My basic white shirt does not look like this white shirt. It's lacy and feminine and represents my personal style, but it's still solid and neutral, but it's not boring. So your basics can and should represent your personal style. They can be classic, they can be minimal, they can be feminine, they can be preppy, they can be boho, they can be whatever those words you use, sophisticated, modern, elegant. They can be all of those things, but you want that foundation of solid and neutral. Solid and neutral, right? Because this is going to be the foundation that we're going to build your personal style on. Okay, so examples. Look at these different white tops. They're not all a basic white button down. One has a little puff sleeve. One has a little tie, one has a lace sleeve. These are not basic in the boring sense, right? Now you can go more minimal than this and you can go more over the top than this, but recognize that your basics do not need to be basic in the sense that they're boring. They just need to be neutral, solid, and versatile. Now, these are three women taking the very same base outfit and making it look different based on the way that they accessorized it. And obviously, these are all pretty simple. You can get a lot more fancy with these. Here's some more. Same basic description, and they're making it look really simple, or really different, sorry, based on their accessories, right? Like they look completely different and they're all just wearing a white t-shirt and jeans. Doesn't have to be a white t-shirt and jeans for you as your base outfit, but just recognize that it's the backdrop for all sorts of fun accessories. Okay, now this is what we're gonna do. I want you, this is the next step in your homework. Again, multi-step homework. If there were a couple of pieces that you bring into your wardrobe that really speak to those personal style words that you were talking about, and I want these pieces to be accessories, what would those pieces be? What has your heart always longed for in terms of accessories that you may not have in your closet right now? What is that one thing that you're like, oh my gosh, if I had X, my style would be like, this is something that just speaks to my personal style so much. I'm gonna pop in the chat and Your favorite white top isn't fitted and too glossy, but you still love it and it doesn't hug your tummy. Yes, perfect. Summer basics, crop jeans, tank top, button-up linen jacket, sandals, white sneakers. Really good. Okay, so those are good examples of summer basics that Leanne just gave us. So you can look at Donna Karen gray skirt, white button-down shirt, or white t-shirt. These are really good basics. Dark neutral top, dark neutral bottom, dark neutral jacket, or white top or white bottom. Perfect. Medium neutral blue chambray top and straight leg jeans. These are all good. Working on basics that fit, Sherry. Basic dark pants, medium top. Love it. So your basics are going to be very, very different than Sophia's basics and Debbie's basics and Lynn's basics. Everybody's basics are going to be those solid neutral pieces that are your go-to pieces in your own wardrobe. There are no wrong basics. There are basics that are maybe not as versatile as others, but there are no wrong basics, right? Okay, so what are those accessories? I want you to be thinking, my dream, maybe your dream accessory is you want very feminine ladylike style, and your dream accessory is a Chanel bag. Just gonna put that out there. Or maybe it's the perfect pair of suede pumps. Or maybe it's a pair of Doc Martens. Or maybe it's a studded handbag. Or maybe it's a colorful, floral, oversized floral bag. Maybe it's a really chic structured jacket. Maybe it's a trench coat. Maybe it's, the perfect pair of summer sandals. What are those accessories for you that if you brought those into your wardrobe, people would be like, oh, I know, I see Debbie's style now. I know what Debbie's style is. Like, I can see it because she's punctuating her outfits with these accessories that really speak to her style. It's the easiest way to take your style from where it's at right now to where you want it to be. So I'm going to show you a couple of accessory assortments. These were actually chosen for clients at various times, and these are accessories that spoke to their personal style. So someone with a little bit boho, a little bit Western inspired style, these are pieces that just really, really spoke to her style. And when she added these to her basics, she was like, okay, now I'm here. This is me. This is me. This feels like me, right? Here's someone with very different personal style. Actual examples. She wanted the perfect gold hoops. She tried on 6 to 7 gold hoops from different brands before we found the perfect gold hoops for her. And these were the hoops that we settled on, and she wears them all the time. She wanted a pair of classic shoes and a perfect black work bag. So these were the pieces that spoke to her personal style. She added these to her basics, and her personal style came to life. Let's look at another. Who do you think picked these pieces? I was like, if somebody was going to design a pair of boots that literally say Netta in the lining, I was just like, how can these boots are my love language. They should be one of my children. Actually, they cost as much as one of my children, which is why I don't have them in my closet, but I am going to find a less expensive pair. These boots, and the hat with a little twist detail, and the earrings in a couple of my favorite colors, and then the fun necklace. I was just like, this is just, when I chose these pieces, these were the pieces that jumped out of the site at me and were like, take me home. We belong to you. We belong to you, right? Like, you want pieces that make you feel like these boots do, which is that if I needed to set up another room in my house just so that these boots could be on display, it would absolutely be 100% worth it. I would decorate a room and design my entire wardrobe around these boots, right? What are those pieces for you? Some of you are like, those are some crazy boots, and she's nuts to think that we would like those boots. That's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. I don't expect you to love those boots. Or the other examples I showed. They're very, very specific to specific people's style. And yes, maybe this is more of a crowd pleaser than this, but the point isn't to please the crowd. The point is to please yourself. And to dress in an authentic way and pick pieces that really speak to your style. Okay, each of these shoes is very stereotypical of a different personal style. One of these shoes is going to speak to you more than another shoe. In my case, all shoes speak to me because I speak shoe. It's a language that I've picked up over the course of my 54 years on earth. But even if you don't speak shoe, even if that's not your native tongue, one of these shoes is going to be a you shoe, or maybe a couple of them, more than one of the others, right? Like some of these are going to speak to you. Okay, I'm going to catch up in the comments. Beige boots, 3 of those. Love, love, love. Cool shoes and boots. Yes. Has to coordinate with your outfit. Had a knee-high purple in this. Oh, love a fun shoe or boot. Beautiful. Okay. Leopard belt, hoop earring. Okay, I love these. Navy purse that is chic and perfectly sized. Yes. Ralph Lauren leopard calf hair boots. That sounds perfection. That's beautiful. A bag that goes with raffia slides that isn't straw. Absolutely. Any light neutral bag would go really, really well with raffia for spring and summer. I love that. Okay. Now we're going to show how you put these things together. It's super simple. I wish I was teaching you guys rocket science, but I do not have a background in rocket science. I am teaching you guys how to choose accessories that are your love language accessories, and you add them to essential pieces in your wardrobe that can be as interesting or as simple as you want them to be. Again, basics do not need to be boring, but they need to speak. Everything that you choose, from your basics to your accessories, needs to really speak to your personal style. The only thing that makes basics is that they're solid and neutral. I know I repeated that a couple of times, but we often get hung up on, oh, they're boring, oh, they're boring, oh, they're boring. They don't have to be. So this is a minimal kind of look. She has a little bit more natural style, and she likes this color palette that is a little bit more earth tones. And this is a person that really, really likes neutrals and doesn't gravitate towards color a lot. Very classic. Someone who has a very minimal, very classic, very timeless, and very elegant style, very polished style. This is a polished look. Yes, it's jeans and a shirt, but it's a very polished look. Very, very easy to take the basic pieces and make them your own. Here's another look. Someone a little boho, little trendy, little edgy, right? That's their version of that look. And we're going to see, again, if you look at well-dressed women, you will see that they have the essentials box checked with a big fat check mark, because their essentials are amazing. This woman in the middle with her seemingly simple white top and black pants, those are really, really cool pieces that fit her really, really well. And then she added just like a little pop of color with her shoe, and she's set. Why is she set, and why is this middle outfit not boring? Pretend that these shoes were black or were basic. Why is that outfit not boring? It's not boring because those are cool pieces that she's wearing that were chosen with her personal style in mind. And what's the secret sauce that I said everything needs to check? They fit her beautifully. They fit her beautifully. So she didn't just randomly pick a white shirt and black pants and then wonder why it fell flat and was boring and it didn't look cute on her. She picked the white shirt that she wanted, that drapes just so, that fell just so, that flattered her perfectly, that fit her perfectly, that spoke to her style, that checked all the boxes for her. She picked the black pants that did all of those things for her, and she put those two pieces together, and that outfit on its own was enough. The two pieces on their own can be enough. And then you add those accessories, and suddenly you've got an outfit that speaks to your personal style. Same with this look on the right. The jeans fit perfectly. The jacket fits perfectly. The t-shirt fits perfectly. She added these accessories that brought the whole look together, but the base outfit was already really, really good. We're not hiding boring basics with interesting accessories. We're elevating our basics and then elevating our accessories. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. See if any of you guys, I realized, yeah, it's the details. It's a fashion for yeah, it's the fit, it's the details. Now you like those shoes too. You need a hat. Yeah, a hat. I especially in the summer when we're not wearing jackets as much because it's hot. Easy completer piece, and easy piece to cover up hair that might be getting a little fluffy from the humidity. Maybe that's just maybe I'm the only one who suffers from humidity hair. But if you suffer from humidity hair, a hat is absolutely your friend. So we're talking about building a wardrobe where everything from the essential pieces to the statement pieces fit you, check the boxes for you, make you feel beautiful. None of those pieces should be pieces that you're like, or the combination, the sum of the parts is not going to be what you want, and it's going to fall flat, and you're going to be disappointed and discouraged, and I don't want that for you. So you know how when you go on those, we watch a cooking shows, anyone obsessed with cooking shows like me, even though they don't cook that much? Okay, I like cooking shows, and they're always like, here we're using Madagascar vanilla, and then we're using this bottle of balsamic vinegar that I brought over from my last trip to Italy. And then these are not just lemons, but they're specific lemons that were picked this morning from my garden by my gardener. And then they put them all together and then they make something magical. And then you're like, well, I have vinegar and lemons. I'm gonna try the same thing. And then you're like, why is it not the same? Well, it's because your ingredients were not the same ingredients as that chef, right? And the simpler, this is such a good analogy. I'm so proud. I'm just gonna pat myself on the back. It's a good cooking, this cooking analogy really holds up because you know how they say the simpler a dish, the more the ingredients need to be really good. Like if you're serving a strawberry on its own, that strawberry should be perfect. If you're cutting up the strawberry and dousing it in sugar, maybe it can be a substandard strawberry, right? The simpler your outfits are, the more the individual pieces need to be really, really good. Otherwise, it's a boring outfit. So if you're wearing a white shirt and black pants, or a white shirt and jeans, like a very basic, most basic outfits, you want that white shirt and the pants to be really cool and to fit you really well. Otherwise, you're going to be like, this is a boring outfit and I hate basics. You don't hate basics. You just hate the wrong basics. You hate boring basics. You hate basics that don't fit you well. You hate basics that are not flattering or not comfortable and that you have to mess with all the time. So those basics, they're the foundation. They're important. You don't want like a foundation with a big old crack in it, right? Because then you're gonna be like, everyone's putting together all these effortless outfits using their basics. And when I try it, I don't like the way it looks. You don't like the way it looks because those basics, the foundation was not built with intention and with fit and with versatility and with comfort and with personal style in mind. Thank you, thank you. Are statement pieces only accessories? Absolutely not. I'm encouraging you to start, great question, Sophia. I'm encouraging you to start with accessories because it's the quickest path to showing up as in your personal style in your outfits. It's the shortcut. It's the shortcut. So if you start with these basics that check all of the perfect boxes for you, you add accessories to start with that speak your style love language, you have everyday easy duplicatable style, day in, day out, day in, day out. Once you've got those accessories boxes checked, and the reason I focus on accessories, another reason is because accessories go with all your outfits. If you spend, say you came to me and you were like, I have $500 to spend on my wardrobe this season, I would say just buy accessories. Unless you really have a hole in your wardrobe in the essentials category. I would say spend that money on accessories because you're going to wear those accessories with every single thing you wear if we choose correctly, and they're going to elevate all of your outfits. I have dresses that I've had for 10 years, truly, and I pull out new accessories every season and the dresses look completely different. They look completely different. It's the accessories. Sometimes I'm like, oh, am I bored of this? I've had this dress for a while. Am I bored of it? Yeah, I'm bored of the way that I wore it. But then I add new accessories that season and I love it again. And I love it again. So accessories are the quickest. After the accessories boxes are checked, you got a little bit more money to work with. Then you bring in a couple of statement clothing pieces. The ones that are going to have the most impact in your clothes, I'm going to put jackets in an accessories box because a jacket can be worn with a variety of things. So we're just going to make that an accessory. After those boxes are checked, you've got the beautiful essentials that speak to you and fit you. You've got the accessories. The next couple of pieces that you can buy are going to be high impact pieces that will elevate and that will go with a lot of the other pieces that you've already bought. Now, this can be a statement blouse that goes with all of your bottoms that really speaks to your style. Maybe it's a pattern, maybe it's a shape, maybe it's a texture. It can be a beautiful dress. It can be a great pair of pants that goes with all of your tops, and all of a sudden your tops all look like your personal style because you bought that pair of pants. You can start bringing in statement pieces of clothing that hopefully will have some versatility. Dresses are the easiest because they're one and done. But after those first two boxes, this is the building block process for your wardrobe. It's the building block process for your wardrobe. Get the basics right, add accessories that speak to your personal style, and then start bringing in some statement pieces. And the thing is that when you have this, when you save the statement pieces, and you don't do the opposite. I told you guys, I used to be a fashion victim. I'm speaking from my 35 years of struggling with this at the beginning when I first started this process. What did I do? I did it backwards. I went to a store like Anthropologie and I bought all the statement pieces. Just the statement pieces. And I took them home and I had nothing to wear them with. I had nothing to wear them with, and there were no outfits available. And I bought statement pieces that didn't represent my style. I mean, it didn't represent my life. I could not wear them in my life. Like I remember buying a really, really beautiful linen dress in Boston in the middle of the winter. It's like, I can't wait to wear this dress. You know, I'm like 28 years old buying linen in Boston in the middle of the winter. Why? Because it was on sale. And so I was buying these funky statement pieces and I didn't have anything to wear them with. So I reversed the order. If you don't want to be a fashion victim, if you want to build your wardrobe with intention, if you want clothes that you love, love, love to reach for every day, you follow this process of make sure that your essentials are the best and the most beautiful and the most flattering, and check those boxes for you. Add accessories and then bring in the statement pieces. Then bring in the statement pieces. That's how your style is going to come to life. And when you bring in a statement piece, you're not settling on those either. Like if Julie were to show me her statement dress, I need to be like, I know who Julie is because I just saw that dress. Lynn, I want to see that piece for you and I will tell you who you are. Show me your statement piece and I will tell you who you are. If you're struggling to find words, but you can find an item, share that picture in the Facebook group and tag me. And I'll say, this is what, based on what you just shared with me, this is what this tells me about your style. And maybe you'll have found a new word that you can add to your style words. Because sometimes some people are more visual and some are more, I'm kind of both, but I have to be kind of both. But I like to use words to describe it, but sometimes you see something and you can't really put your finger on what makes that style your style. Let's do that together. Okay, I'm going to see. When the clothes that fit us perfectly are far from the current trends, what to do to avoid looking dated? Is adding trendy accessories enough to look not dated? Very good question, PT. Truly, you want your essentials to be not so out of style, but they do not have to be pieces that you just bought in the last year or two or three. They don't. You can absolutely update, slightly less than modern pieces with your accessories, 100%. And I do it all the time. I was just looking, and I'll show you a couple of examples that I'm going to use in a video. So you guys, when you see them in the video, you have to pretend you've never seen them before. But they're examples from Talbots that of the same item styled in a not modern way and styled in a modern way in the same outfit description, the same item. Like the page that you go to when you're looking to buy the pair of pants, one way they're styled in a way that really looks not cute. And another way they're styled in the same exact pants. They style them in a way that looks modern and cute. So yes, your accessories can easily update pieces in your wardrobe that are borderline and slightly dated. 100%. 100%. If you have a pair of skinny jeans and you love your skinny jeans and you're still wearing your skinny jeans all the time, update your skinny jeans with a slouchy jacket this season, a pair of cap toe flats or slingbacks, a cool bag. Your jeans are going to look much more modern than if you wore them with the same shoes that you wore them with when you first bought them. Right? So yeah, easy update. Accessories are an easy update. And that's why I say, like my go-to dresses that I've had for years, I invest in new accessories every season and it's an easy update. Okay, really good question. Okay, so your homework, the words, right? Finding a couple of items and using those words to describe those items. Finding a couple of items you don't like and deciding what it is about those items you don't like. And then starting to really think about what accessories. They don't have to be $2,000 boots like the ones that I showed you the picture of, the floral ones that are so magnificent. But what are those accessories that speak to your personal style? Let's share your own roundup. If you were going to pick one shoe, one bag, and one other accessory, hat or piece of jewelry or whatever, what would that look like? You guys, this is the fun part. We already talked about like making your clothes flattering and bringing out the best in your body and making our boobs not look so booby or whatever. Like all of that stuff like that. That's the fun, the fit and the flattery part. That's the fundamental stuff. And it's very, very important. But I don't want you to think this is all about work or all about just fixing your body, because your body does not need fixing. What you need is to show up in your style in a way that makes you feel beautiful. That's going to overshadow any hesitation you may have about your body, any issues that you may have about your body. When you feel like, oh my gosh, I love what I'm wearing. I feel so stinking cute in this. I feel like me in this. Really, really goes a long way towards changing our outlook and our joy in style. Like we get to dress up. We get to dress up. We get to get dressed, right? When I was a little girl, I used to dream of being an adult and getting to go places and put on cute clothes. And now I'm an adult and I am not going to give up on my dream of getting dressed and going places and putting on cute clothes. Like it's a fundamental right that we have as women. And I feel like this personal style piece is the piece that makes it fun. And so I want it to be fun and I want it to feel like you. And you can find those personal style pieces at every budget and in every size. So if you're struggling with either of those things, somebody commented underneath the ladylike dressing post that I did, and they said a lot of these pieces are quite expensive. They are. I just happened to be on a couple of sites and got inspired. But those pieces are available at every price point. And so I will always find alternatives for you in your budget and alternatives for you in your size. Budget and size should not be the determining factors for whether you can express your personal style. You can find them anywhere and everywhere. We have never had more of a selection to shop from than we do right now. So don't let that be a deterrent. We can find you those pieces. Okay. Now, any other questions before I bake the cake? Now you get to decorate it. Yes, Becky. Way to run with my cooking analogy. Yeah, we baked the cake. Now we get to decorate it. This is the icing on the cake. This is the icing on the cake. This is the cherry on top. This is the fun stuff. This is the fun stuff. So I love, love, love that analogy. Okay. I cannot get off this call without inviting you guys. There are a couple of you here who are already in my style program. I would love, I'm going to post my little link here. Again, I will reiterate, those of you who have been on calls with me will say that it's not a sales call. I'm not getting on this call to sell you anything. But if you want to hear about how I can help you, and I can help you on the call without you buying a single thing, and I will absolutely do that. And I will also tell you a couple of other options if you want to continue to move forward with me that will serve you. And I will meet you where you're at, and I will meet you with your budget. So if you need my free resources, I will point you to my free resources. If you want additional support and you want to start working with me one-on-one, or you want to join the stunning ladies, I'm looking at a few of them right now, who are in my style program and continue to get this kind of support on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, and continue to get Zooms and continue to get feedback on what I'm sharing. that's there for you as well. I do have a couple of fun bonuses. I'm just going to share them. These are just for you guys, Closet Confidence people. So one of them is that I will add you, we will add each other on WhatsApp, and you can text me. As long as you're in the program, you can text me while you're shopping. You can text me outfits, like that text, you know, that's something that I usually only do with my personal styling clients. And I'm offering that in the Ageless Style program for those of you who sign up with Closet Confidence. If you're already in the Ageless Style program, you get this anyway. You guys are grandfathered in, but I will add you, add you on WhatsApp. And the reason I'm saying WhatsApp is because it's international and many of you are not in the US. And so it's free texting, right? And you can text me your questions. You can text me when you're shopping. You can text me outfits, and I will get back to you. The other thing I will do as a bonus is I'm already doing, oh my gosh, that baby is going to kill me. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm doing virtual closet edits with shopping lists. That's part of the style program right now. But in addition to that, I want to do a 10 silhouettes thing for each of you guys, where I'm going to show you the 10 silhouettes that I think work best on you, the 10 different types of outfit combinations and the 10 shapes of clothing that work best on you. So I'm going to do that as a bonus. We will get on a call together. We're going to review some silhouettes, and we're going to come up with a checklist of like the top silhouettes that work for you, the bottom silhouettes that work for you, the dress silhouettes that work for you, the different combinations of outfits that work for you. So that's another bonus. I'm going to have those bonuses available through Tuesday. And if you've booked a call with me and it's after Tuesday, I will honor that as well. But but I would love for you to book a call, just to go ahead and get the call scheduled before Tuesday. If you're interested in any of those bonuses, I am here. Like I said, I'm going to support you whatever level you're at. If you cannot afford to invest in one of my programs right now, hop on a call with me and I'll send you some free resources, and I'll answer your questions. This is a no strings attached call, right? Anyone who knows me will say that that's true. Second of all, if you're interested in either working with me one-on-one or working with me in my style program, I can share that with you. But yeah, so great to have silhouettes. Yes. So we will say, okay, Debbie, these are the dresses for you. These are the pants for you. These are the shirts for you. These are the combinations that work really well for you. And so that can really streamline your process and take some of the guesswork and the trial and error out of putting together outfits. So you booked a call, Shannon. I know some of you have booked calls, but I don't know how many women. I wish that Zoom let me know easily how many people are on this call. But say there are 4, like I know on Monday, I think there were 50 of you on the call. So if there are 50 people on the call, I don't yet have 50 calls booked with you guys. We're falling short of the 50 number, and it's not hurting my feelings really that badly that you don't want to hang out with me, but I would so love to hang out with each of you. So if you haven't booked your call yet, go ahead and do it. I promise you it will be a call to support you and to answer some of your questions and to check some of your boxes. And I would love to do it. You're still trying to, oh, perfect, Lynn. Okay. I'm so excited to talk to you. I'm so excited to talk to you. Also your hair. Okay. So 25 on this call. Yeah. So I need 25 people booking calls with me. Yeah, and I love your hair, Lynn. I don't know if I feel like I mention that every time I see you. I love your hair. I love your hair. Okay, so I love you guys. You're all just so beautiful, and I'm so honored and grateful that you chose to spend this time with me. I hope that I've met my end of the bargain, which is that I will not ever waste your time. If you're here, I want you to get something out of it. I want you to be able to go into your closet, and I want you to be able to start acting on some of the things that we talked about today and start putting them into practice in your wardrobe and really get a benefit from this time that you invested with me. So thankful you're here. I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. How do you book a call? Good question, Cindi. I actually have it, and I've been putting it in the recap. It's all over the Facebook group, but that is the link to book a call. And if for some reason you're not able to access it from Zoom, send me a message afterwards or email me. My email is very easy. It's netta@nettamanly.com. You can email me and I'll send you the link that way. I just want to make sure you get it. I know Zoom can be tricky and some people can't get to the chat as easily. So, but that's the link to book a call with me. Love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you. And I will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Bye.